Listo. All right, so I took out the transfer cases, took out our mount over there, and now I'm gonna clean up the mating surfaces of the transfer case and the transmission so that we can go ahead and put the gaskets in and call it a day. The idea is to put everything together, get it running, make sure everything with the drivetrain is doing its thing. We're probably gonna have to shorten or lengthen the drive lines, the drive shafts. That's what we're gonna be doing. All right, so now that we're done with the transfer case mount, the following step is to install the lower link mounts to the chassis, right? This is the 4-wheel underground kit. Very well built, very sturdy, very nice. These go right in here. Let me see if I can show you real quick. We avoided cutting these mounts. Remember, this was an IFS truck, so we have to remove this anyways, even though we try to do this whole thing without going into the chassis because of that, but whatever. We're moving on from that. I'm gonna remove these today so we can make space. We're using this mounting hose right here. The whole bracket goes in here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these, even though in the other side, right there, I don't know if you can see it, it comes with the whole shebang for the parking brake. We're gonna remove that, cancel it, delete it, and then remove these so we can make some space. I'm actually thinking about when we have the bases here, the mounts, tie them up somehow to the transfer case mount here, so we have, instead of 2 mounting locations, we have 4 of them. I think it'll be a lot stronger and it'll work as a skid plate too. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so as you know, we're kind of stuck in this whole situation of the transfer case mount because we're gonna have to install all of the 3-link stuff before we can continue to modify the transfer case mount in a way where it has 4 supports. So I just brought out the differential that we're gonna be using for the front. It's an FJ80, an 80 series Land Cruiser differential, high pinion differential, non-e-locker, okay? I know the solenoids on the e-lockers go bad, so I didn't search for one. I know there's a simple fix, simple repair, but I rather do my traditional ARB air lockers, which is the plan. What are we gonna be doing? We're gonna have to detab all of this, clean it up, take out all of these tabs for the lower trailing arms, take out the mounts for the coils, all of this stuff, and then disassemble the knuckles. Both of the knuckles are gonna go out because we have Hellfire Fab knuckles that we're gonna be putting in here. So we're gonna be building a pretty biffy, I would say, differential. The idea is for it to be very strong, very nice. It's a lot wider than the stock one she has. So we'll see how it turns out. Now let's get to work. So it's been about an hour or two. I was able to take out all of those brackets. Look at that. I just got to go with the grinder and clean it up, leave it nice and flush for the 3-link mounts. Look at all the crap that came out of there. Took me a while, but definitely the plasma cutter made it so much easier. So much easier. Look at that. Cut through all of that. I left this tab down here because I want to keep the same angle for it. That's the bump stop basically for the steering. So I'm just going to keep that in there and try and mock what's on this side like this. Let me see if you can see it from here. There you go. So that I keep it at the same angle. But yeah, now we just got to hit it with the grinder. Get it nice and flush, and then we'll be able to tack weld the 3-link mounts, the coilover mounts in place, and take it from there. I'm just going to go ahead and take out the shafts. I'm going to take out all the rotors, the brakes, the knuckles, and we're going to be taking it all apart so that I can go ahead and grind all of these welds right here, make it flush, make it nice, and then maybe repaint it and do the whole thing. But for now, disassembly. All right, so take a look. I was able to pull the knuckle out, started to take her apart. Just got one side. I'm just doing this so that I can flip it over, clean it up, grind all of this out of there, right? Make it nice and flush as we said before. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the other side and make it look like this. All right, so as you can see, I worked my way through it. Everything's ground. I spent a lot of time grinding down everything, making sure it was smooth, so we would have clearance for all of the links, all of the stuff. Left the stops for the steering. I don't know if we're gonna take them out or not. I don't know if the Hellfire Fab knuckles have a use for this. We'll look into that later on. So yeah, she's done. All she needs now is some welding, some paint, slap it back together, and we should be good to go. But let me show you something, and this is what we're gonna be working on the next episode. These are the links. Okay, these are the mounts and the brackets for the 3-link. These were made by 4-Wheel Underground. This one goes here like this. Bang. And then right here, I'm gonna use this so you can take a look at this one right here. So there you go. There you have an idea of what it's gonna look like when she's done.